Hello everyone, welcome back to Gone Home. Okay, at the end of the last episode I said I had been playing this for about 3 hours and said I should stop because I didn't want to burn myself out. Well, I couldn't stay by that. I just had to come back. I edited the videos for the previous episodes, and then I was going to eat, but I ended up just saying, okay, fuck it, I want to play Gone Home, and I shoveled some chips in my mouth, had some peanut butter, and that's it, and now I'm here. I couldn't wait. I need to play this game more. It is amazing. Okay, let's go to the basement. Looks, lovely. Where's the light switch? I really want the light switch. Ooh, ooh. Ah. Okay, I feel better. Much, much better. God, look at the lighting in this game. It's so good. Chips. What kind of chips do we have here? Hold on, let me put you... there we go. Potato chips. Judy's original potato chips. Delivering something great behind each bag with pride. We guarantee the freshness of all Judy's products when used by sell-by date. If you are not completely satisfied, please send us the unused portion along with the reason for your return to blah 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 blah. Potatoes, oil, salt. Yep, that's a potato chip for you. Wait a minute, where did I pick this up from? Wasn't it, like, down here? I totally forgot. No! I don't know where to put the potato chips! Ah! No. No, 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 no. Okay, I'm gonna hide my shame. No one will ever know. No one. Free ring binder. Ooh, something under there. Read note. Dears... I would like to... Okay, yeah. This is one to do this for. Dear Samantha, I would like to cordially thank you for having me to your abode for the Thanksgiving holiday with your lovely family. I enjoyed the flavorful potatoes, and also it was weird being around your parents for that long, but it was pretty funny how impossible it is for your dad not to be awkward for more than 30 seconds at a time. Very cordially yours, your close friend and confidant, Lonnie D. Funny how it's possible for your dad not to be awkward for more than 30 seconds at a time. He sounds like an interesting guy. Awkward dude with a mustache who tries to write and kind of failed at it. He sounds kind of funny and also kind of sad at the same time. Dear Miss DeSoto, so they wrote notes to each other's parents. Allow me to take this opportunity to thank you in kind for being such a gracious host of the festivities at your father's estate. Following the aforementioned meal with my parents. Your family's Thanksgiving feast was the more enjoyable of the two events, I must say. I especially appreciated the time I spent with your grandmother, who is a lovely woman with sterling taste and a refined air. Let's do it again sometime next year, shall we? Indeed, Madam Samantha L. Greenbriar... what does that mean, Esquire or something? Oh, look at that. Quite, yes, yes. Oh, it's funny. So they wrote overly professional and flowery letters to each other's parents. Ah. Let me put this back where I found it. There we go. Yeah, there are a lot of boxes in this house. Not just in the basement, but everywhere. A lot of stuff that hasn't been unpacked yet. Drawing. Aww, Samantha and Lonnie. That is beautiful.
It's different now. I mean, we still hang out all the time like before. But now when no one else is around... Well, you know. So you could say we're dating. But it's secret. Secret dating? I don't know. I mean, I guess that's the real difference. Now when we get off the phone or go home for the night, or it's just quiet and we're alone, we say I love you.
Aww. It's such a sweet love story. Well, so far, I have a feeling it's not going to end too well, but so far, it's so sweet. Where's the nearest light? It's very dark here. Where's that light coming from? Oh. Well, that's menacing. Hi. Whoa. I'm gonna turn this on. Some creepy sounds down here. What's that? First place for Kaitlin Greenbriar for something. Doesn't say what. Oh man, one of my old sex ed assignments. That's gotta be interesting to read. Check that out in a second. Plaque. Some more paintings. K is for kind, A is for amazing, I is for intelligent, T is for talented, L is for lighthearted, I is for important, N is for nice. Okay. Oh, this is the same one that Samantha had to do. Yep. Whoa, which one did she write about? The menstrual cycle as well. Whoa. That thunder, wow. Period 4, health class, Miss Norton, reproductive system worksheet 6. It is a check mark and an X. I don't know what the hell that means. Or is that plus? Is that a plus or an X? Eh, whatever. An ovum starts to develop. While the ovum is developing, the lining of the uterus is getting thick and soft. The ovary releases the ovum. It travels through the fallopian tube. Yeah, okay. Don't need to really read this again. It's incredible how the female body knows how to prepare for pregnancy. Okay, well that's majorly different from what Samantha wrote. Like, Kaitlin Greenbriar's was just straight and to the point. But Samantha's was super creative. Like, she just went off on a tangent and wrote a really cool story out of it. So very different approaches to the same thing. What is this? Everett. Is this the... No, that's the water heater, right? So, wait, what is this then? Oh, I guess this provides the heat? I have no idea what kind of a heating system this is. Anyway. What is that? Are you trying to hide from me, book? A course in practical pharmacy. Wait a minute, that would be for, something Mason. I forgot his first name. Or maybe that is his first name and I forgot his last name. I don't know, but this is obviously a very old book. You can see it's all discolored and ancient looking, and he was a pharmacist. Interesting. Wonder what that's doing back there. Energy saver. Our Walsh heating, cooling and heating. Unit complies with accepted use for the City of Salem Department of Buildings. I don't think I'm going to need to do this, but in the event of an earthquake, locate gas meter outside house, turn valve to opposition. If damaged, call number for service. Don't think there's going to be an earthquake anytime soon. There's a weather warning, but the weather's stormy, not earthquakey. Okay, where's the next light? Oh. Where's the next light? There we go. Reed College, Office of Admissions and Financial Aid, January 21st, 1995. Samantha Greenbriar. Dear Samantha, congratulations. I'm pleased to inform you of your admission to the creative writing track of the Reed College Summer Program for Young Scholars for its 1995 session. We believe you have much to contribute to the Reed College community. Based on your portfolio and academic record, I am also pleased to offer you financial aid to cover 75% of the summer program's tuition and fees. The attached documentation delineates your schedule, optional secondary track choices, and your dormitory assignment. Please remember to submit the attached form if you wish to be eligible for one of the 3 Reed full-time undergraduate scholarships to be awarded to exemplary students at the end of each summer program. We very much look forward to your attendance. Again, congratulations on your admission and best wishes from all of us at Reed College. Sincerely, Julia Morris. Or Julie Morris. She got accepted. Did she want to go, though? I wonder if she wanted to go. Because that would probably... But where is this place located? I don't remember. Because that would probably mean being away from Lonnie.
I'm so stupid sometimes. I was telling Lonnie that I got into my college summer program thing, and I was all making plans like, you should come visit me, stay in my dorm room. But she said, Sam, I ship out on June 6th. I was like, ship out? To where? She said, to basic training. What did you think I was doing all that ROTC stuff for? I guess she's been planning to join the army right after high school since she was like 12. And I guess she's really going to do it. So I was like, after graduation, I'm just never going to see you again? She said, let's just have fun while we can.
Oh my god. No, that's what I was worried was gonna happen. The army uniform and all that. Fuck. Let's just have fun while we can. I'm about to cry. That's so goddamn sad. Let's just have fun while we can. That has to be so painful for Sam. Wait a minute. Wait, she ships out June. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait, the date. Hold on. I didn't even think to check the dates. So where does it say? I'm just. Where's the date? June 6th. Hold on. And the date when I'm coming home is... Oh, fuck! That's it! That's what the phone call's about. That's where she... I don't know exactly what she's doing, but that's where she went. The description for the game. June 7th, 1995, 1:15 a.m. You arrive home after a year abroad. This is the day after she ships out. Or the very, very morning of the day after she ships out. Oh, fuck. What the hell is this? Richard Greenbriar, PhD, Professor Laureate of English, University of Oregon. What the fuck? That would be the guy that owned this house before. I keep forgetting his name for some reason. Why is his face torn out? That's creepy. Or burned out. No, I think it's ripped out. Yeah, that's ripped. Scrap. Circled. Gold heart pendant in 2 halves, customizable with up to 10 letters, names, dates, initials, anything you dream up. Gift box imported. Oh. She was gonna buy 2 halves of a heart and give one to Lonnie and keep one for herself. Oh. No. Like, it just seems inevitable what's going to happen, but I don't want it to happen. I mean, I don't know exactly where Sam went. I don't think she joined the army in a day. I don't know if she could live with Lonnie, but she obviously went to see Lonnie. And it just sounds like the relationship is over. I mean, when she said, after graduation, I'm just never going to see you again, she said, let's just have fun while we can. She didn't say, no, I'm gonna come back or anything like that. She just said, let's just have fun while we can. It's like she doesn't even think that it could ever happen, that she could come back, that the relationship could last past after the point where she leaves. One of Dad's books. Was something stuck to it? Something stuck to it. Whoa. Just let me... There we go. Dear Terrence, thank you for sending along a copy of your newly published book. An author's first published manuscript is a momentous occasion. I read it this afternoon. I certainly recognized my son in the subject matter. An author's work is the externalization of that which he holds dear, and that which he fears, and in this respect I believe your work was successful. But the lens through which the personal shone was needlessly clouded by genre cliches and implausible dime store science fictional deus ex machina, or however you pronounce that. The great authors speak of their life's milieu in clear and honest tones, the lens crystal that refracts their thoughts without distortion. I congratulate you on surviving the great ordeal that is publication, and rest assured, the readers of your chosen genre will lap up copies hungrily, but I urge you to shed artifice. You can do better. With a father's love and encouragement, Richard Greenbriar, Ph.D. Well, very critical of his work, but honest. Which is pretty damn important. You really need to get honest opinions about your work. Another 3-ring binder. Oops. Keep right-clicking instead of left-clicking. I think that's Mom's citizenship stuff. Oh god, if I thought the cursive stuff before was hard to read, how about this? Look at this. What the hell is that? Are those even words? Anyway, fair, hazel, brown, 5'6", female, 1950. Alright, anything here of interest to me, really? Janice Elizabeth Connolly Greenbriar. Look at that signature. Wow. Is that even a signature? Can anyone actually read that? It's like they just went, I'm going to write my signature. Blah, 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 blah. Nice. Whoops. What's in here? Whoa, crazy stacks of newspapers. That's creepy. Any other lights? No. Huh. There's another bedroom down here. And another cassette. And one solitary light. That's really... makes the whole room look creepy. What is this? Another riot girl? Ooh, actually, wait, I didn't look at it. What does it say? Girl Scout... self? Whoops. Oh yeah! Examine form. Hold on, before I examine anything, I'll listen to the music for a second and then turn it off, because I can't really hear myself think. Okay. Whoop, oh. This came from here. There we go. Samantha Greenbriar, 1994. Oh, that's for the pendant. The 2/2 heart pendant, custom engraving, L+S. Sale associate, cash paid, $80. So she bought it. She did buy it. A lot of trash. X-ray specs. Oops. Nothing on the back of the pillow? Why would there be? Girl Scout, the band formerly known as... I don't know what the hell that says. Set list, role model, authority, main squeeze, telling stories, and... I don't know what that says. First mate, self...
Todd's band lost their singer. Todd said he sucked. Lonnie said he got sick of Todd's shit. And he was complaining about needing a new singer. So Lonnie was like, I can sing. And they were all kind of like, you can? And she was like, probably. But she's been rehearsing with them for like a week now. And I finally got to see them play in Todd's basement today. And she's actually really amazing. I feel so proud when she's on stage. It's incredible being in awe of someone you love. So everybody knows it's like a temporary situation till she ships out in June. But till then, I'm gonna be at every single show.
God, they're so in love. I can't. And her just shipping off. Fuck. I don't want it to be true. God damn it. I want them to just be together so strongly. Just... Lonnie, why can't you say fuck the army and fuck your plans for the rest of your life? Just be with Sam. But I guess that'd be stupid. But still... Yolanda DeSoto, address stuff. Miss Samantha Greenbriar, Boone County, USA. What the hell is this? Whoa. So, wow, that... Okay, this is interesting. Hold on. A lot of information packed into that. Dear Sam, I'm so happy you like the drawing. I was thinking of us when I drew it. I knew you'd be able to tell. You'd love Mexico, I think. Probably. The nature here is totally different than back home. I keep thinking about Allegra and the first mate lost on a mysterious island where even the plants are out to get them. And then I think of them together, out there in the wilderness, together. And I start thinking of you again. I lie here in bed and can almost feel you. I've been trying to save it up for when we're together again. I haven't done a good job, okay? But I tried. Okay, enough about that. Your last letter got to me the day before we start driving back north. We'll be racing this letter home. If I get home first, we can read it together. And yes, I'm taking tons of photos. We'll have to spend so much time together in the dark room. I don't know how to pronounce that, so I won't try. Lonnie. Wait a minute, so... What exactly is she talking about? Did they go on vacation or something? Today's Spanish lesson. I can't even read that. The picture, what picture? I guess I'm probably going to find the darkroom down here. Oh yeah, it's sent from Mexico. Okay, so I guess they went on vacation or something, or visiting or something. This whole thing is just sideways. It's not even aligned with the wall properly. This whole room looks like it's kind of falling apart. Kinda. Alright, what is in here and what's in there? Alright, I'll explore this first. Tons of newspapers. This has got to be a fire hazard, having all of these newspapers down here. Book. Mason's Pharmacy, January to June 1960. Oh. Whoops. What is that? Wait a minute, are those ashes? Are those someone's ashes? Those look like ashes. Postcard. Whoops. Hey Sam, I'm writing to you... Wait. Oh, it's the text on the back. Hey Sam, I'm writing to you from Multnomah Falls. I'm here on a stupid class trip, which is stupid because it's March and I don't know if anyone running the school has been to Oregon, but it's cold and rainy as shit in March. Wish you were here. Oh wait, you are, because I'm writing this to you in the gift shop. Oh shit, here you come. Oh.
They tell you to stick with the group on field trips, Katie. There's a reason for that. Lonnie and I snuck off on the side paths at Multnomah Falls and got a little lost. Okay, a lot lost. Like, for hours. Right before the bus left, we found a trail and came running down the path, soaked and covered in mud, shouting for the bus not to leave. The school called home. Mom and Dad said, "You didn't get into trouble like this before you met that Lonnie girl." But I don't think they know about us. The kids at school, though, I'm really afraid that's a whole other story. Stick with the group, Katie. Stick with the group.
Okay, so her parents didn't know, but she thinks the other people at school might have. Newspaper clipping. All these newspaper... Oh, whoa. A secret passage. Yeah, all these newspaper clippings are creepy. Oh, I can just read that. Mason's Pharmacy changes hands. The shoppers of Main Street were surprised today at the announcement that Mason's Pharmacy would change ownership for the first time since it opened 10 years ago. Rumors swirled that the sudden sale of the pharmacy was transacted for a song, when asked about speculation that the deal had been signed for as little as $1. Mr. Samuel Onstein, Oscar Mason's longtime assistant and now proprietor of Mason's Pharmacy, told the Register, "The specifics will remain between myself and Mr. Mason." Mr. Mason had taken sick and was unavailable for comment. Interesting. 1965. When did he die? I'd have to go all the way upstairs to find that clipping that said when he died. But this was December 10th, 1965. So I can go into the creepy secret passageway, or I can go this way. I'm gonna go this way first. Oh, wait, wait, where am I going? Yeah, this way. Secret passageways can wait. A vault. There's a map. First floor plan. Okay, where am I now? Oh, that's the first floor. It doesn't... Yeah. Greenhouse, laundry. Well, I guess I know what's going to be there. Once I finally unlock this door. Washroom, laundry, pantry, kitchen, dining, greenhouse. Alright, 4-digit combination. Oh, it doesn't work. God damn, it's fucking creepy here. Okay, well. Wow, the door has quite the gap. Nothing but wood, a toy, and a scrap. Hold on, I can't even read this. Hold on, let me just take the stuff out there. I don't want to read it here in the dark or look at it in the dark. The hell is this? Oh, look at that. Terry, age 12. Huh. It's a wooden horse. Horse on wheels. Thing. Alright, let's go put this back. Now, what does this say? Yep, can't read a single word of that. Order this month. 2 cases brandy, 2 cases rum, 1 barrel whiskey. Governor remains very pleased with enforcement in Boone County. Believe this arrangement shall hold for some time. W.R. March 23. W.R. Who is that? I'm going to leave this out here. Yeah, where I can actually read it. Alright, let's go into the creepy secret tunnel. I can't wait. Where am I on the map? Junk room. Interesting place down here. Does this place have a room? I mean, a name? Like, what is this? Just a general downstairs room, I guess? Ratmobile? Oh, a bunch of scraps here. Can I read this? Yeah, that's a lie to mom and dad situation, but it was so worth it. Wait, I already heard this in one of her... Oh, these are actual, like, diary clippings? The girls on stage were just so loud and real and awesome, and everybody was moving together like one huge tide of sound. Yeah, these are her diary entries. The Psycho House Girl. The coolest stuff about being the Psycho House Girl. Cool thing number one. Everybody in the hall thinking you don't know they're looking at you and whispering as you walk past because I guess they haven't heard of Peripheral. Costumes, skeletons, and devils. Cheerleaders from the Smells Like Teen Spirit video. One girl dressed as Jackie Kennedy. It's like a clipping from her diary. Yeah, it's a scrap from her diary. Sonic Youth. There's gotta be a cassette down here if there's a player. Looks like she did a lot of work down here. Yeah, pillows. I guess she spent a lot of time down here. Oh, hello. I knew it. Women Outlaws. This'll show you who runs things around this joint. Yeah, fuck 'em up. Can I put this back? Oh, I can put it on top. Let's put it there for now. Before that, what is... Ooh. Girl Justice Now. Let me turn this off. Here we go. Let's say... This one's for you, Grossman. What is that? Captain A. Revolution Girl? Heard enough? Had enough? The Great Good Fellow Right of 95. Kicking ass against the patriarchy. At X-Ray Cafe. Zine, however you pronounce it. Oh. Heard enough, had enough, ready to join the revolution and take a stand against Grossman and the patriarchy? Yeah! Fight back. You just wait something cool, 2 minutes, maybe even mixtape. Send us your missives from the Girl Riot Underground. P.O. Box. Huh. Put the top back on that. More chips. These I will put back exactly where I found them. Okay. Girl justice now. Nothing in the pizza box. Goodfellow Senior High School. Samantha Greenbriar. Dear Miss Greenbriar, I appreciate the time and effort you put into writing your letter. It showed initiative and was well written, but it does not change my mind on this matter. While I understand that Miss DeSoto is a friend of yours, the fact of the matter is that she defaced school property with profanity. The fact that she allegedly defaced her own locker in retaliation for another student doing the same to yours is immaterial. Oh, whoa, wait. As to your complaint that no other student has been punished for their part in this incident, the fact is that no guilty party has come forward and there have been no convincing evidence as to who might have defaced your locker. In other words, there is no one to punish. I would suggest letting this issue drop, as it will only bring more unwanted attention on yourself, which I believe is what you claim began this whole incident in the first place. Wow. Okay, so I'm reading between the lines here. So someone defaced Sam's locker with profanity. And she's saying that she was worried, or she thought people at school might have knew that she and Lonnie were together. So I'm guessing it was defaced with some sort of bigoted bullshit. And the fucking school principal is essentially at the end telling her to shut up. She's basically saying, keep quiet. Wow. I would suggest letting this issue drop, as it will only bring more unwanted attention on yourself, which I believe is what you claim began this whole incident in the first place. She's basically blaming the victim and saying, shut up. What a piece of shit. Alright, Sheldon Grossman, so that...
I don't get Lonnie sometimes. Like, her band, and our zine, and her hair, and everything are all anti-authority. But I watch her in JROTC, and she's doing drills in perfect formation, following orders, no question. And there's all this stuff in the news about don't ask, don't tell. Like, she's going to join the army and then have to lie about who she is. She said they don't need to know what they don't need to know. Like it was no big deal. This from the girl who trashed her locker to, like, defend my honor. I've learned when to stop arguing, though. I don't think Lonnie even gets Lonnie sometimes.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. She seems so anti-authoritarian, and she's joining the army, of all things? That's really bizarre. And what I was going to say is, alright, so Grossman is the piece of shit principal. So that's what this is about. This one's for you, Grossman. A long dark hallway and a door with a light spilling out from underneath it. That's creepy. Where? Wait a minute. Oh, I'm in the locked part of the house. That, yeah. Right? For your, yeah. I am. Alright, hold on, let me go everywhere else first. I want to see where this goes, up here. At least that light works. And this one. Oh, wow. There's a lever. Oh. Oh, whoa. Note. And this is where I was going to stay. Mason's Pharmacy. Free delivery. What? Oh. That must be to the, well, I forgot the name of it. The big metal box that holds money and shit. Yeah, that. 196 3. The vault thing. Yeah. Words. Sometimes I forget them. Alright, let's go take a look at what's in there. Where was it? Back here? No, no, wait, I think it was this way. Good, I actually remembered where it was. Alright. 1963. Bingo! Okay. We have some medicine. Oil of clove. Surrect. Morphine. Maybe habit forming. Yeah. A quattle? Contains decyl sodium. I don't even know what the hell. Colic acid. I don't know what that's for. Relief. Oh, it's relief of occasional constipation. Never mind. More clove. No hydrogen peroxide. Old bottles. Very old. Syringe. Ew. I wouldn't stick an ancient syringe in my veins, that's for sure. Billerin? What is that? I don't know what the hell that's for. Whoops. Alright, what's this? Wow, I cannot read that. Oscar Mason. From Oscar Mason, return to sender. Mary Greenbriar. Mary Greenbriar. Who is that? Oh, there we go. His sister. Dear sister, I write what shall be my last appeal to go unanswered, one way or the other. I feel a prisoner, as on an island, with no jailer, no human soul for commune, only my one mind examining itself endlessly, searching for relief. In the years since transgression, I have sought no absolution, only bare forgiveness. In good faith, I have removed myself from all temptation, sacrificed to prove my commitment however I can imagine. Since mother's passing, I have yearned for nothing more than the acknowledgement of my own kin, to be treated as human again, to breathe the air of human spirit once more. By grace, even a wretch like me could be saved, but I do not expect it. If no response is received, I shall henceforth accept my sentence, and one day simply cease to be. With a brother's love, always. Wait, what? What the hell did he do? He's endlessly examining his own mind. In the years since transgression, I've sought no absolution, only forgiveness. In good faith, I've removed myself from all temptation. In good faith, I've removed myself from all temptation. I'm assuming he means from society, and he sold the pharmacy. So by selling the pharmacy, he removed himself from temptation. What does he mean? What temptation? Does he mean drug addiction? I mean, he did own a pharmacy, so I could definitely see that, but that doesn't seem like something you need to ask forgiveness for. Or at least not. I mean, unless he, like, ruined someone's life with it. But did he have any sons, daughters? Did he have anyone living with him? I don't know. Very strange. Alright, where was I? That goes to the new part of the house. This is what I was going to explore, right? Oh, wait, no, this goes to where the note is. Yeah, so I need to go to the new part of the house. Okay. Got it. A light switch would be nice. Ah, there we go. What is that? Guardian angels up above, bless this house with lots of love. Unlocked from inside. Okay, unlocked. Hello, draw distance. Is that draw distance I see? I think it is. Come on, draw distance. Show yourself. Draw distance. Immersion ruined. Anyway. Sam, does this say Sam Greenbriar? I believe it does. Just to double check. Yep. Oh, no, Jan Greenbriar. Salon Josephine. Stylist Cherie. $222. Shampoo, set, color, per manicure. Total $119. Holy shit! Wow. $119 in hair care. That is unimaginable to me. I mean, it wasn't all hair care. There was a manicure there too, but still. Do you know what my hair care costs? $0. I mean, I just use electric clippers. I get out the 3/8 attachment, and I just cut my own hair one even length, and that's it, and I'm done. It takes like 10 minutes every month. So that's the extent of my hair care. Hair is just something I don't like to deal with. Offer of promotion. Bruce Pendleton, Head of Personnel, State Forestry Service. Dear Head Conservationist, Greenbriar. Due to your exemplary management of the Flintlock prescribed burn operation last year, and the service's need for experienced personnel to direct regional operations, we would like to offer you the position of Regional Conservation Management Director, responsible for operations throughout northwestern Oregon. Your assistance would be sought to fill your previous position on site at Flintlock National Forest. Your new position would be at the Regional Management Building located at blah blah blah, which should be much more convenient for your daily commute. Please respond as soon as possible regarding your decision. We very much look forward to your reply. Wow. She was actually going to get upgraded from Head Conservationist, which already seems like a very good position. She was kicking ass in that job. Textbook. Is that to learn learn Spanish, or? I have no idea. Froth. Music and culture. Tincture. Poughkeepsie's Teenagers of the Year. Hey, Lonnie, sorry okay. I can kind of read it, but I don't want to read it so slow. Hey, Lonnie, sorry my mom was such a bitch last night. She's hardly ever around since her forest is like an hour away, and then when she is home, she takes it out on you. Like, because you're not a member of the family, she knows you won't call her on it, and I'm sorry. Oh, then that must be her reply, right? Yeah, okay. That's Lonnie replying. It's okay. I know she's just jealous of our cool and freewheeling lifestyles. I feel sorry for you. I'm lucky. My mom lives in Florida. You have to have a mom every day. Yeah, back to Sam. Sorry, I didn't mean to bring up the mom thing like that. I know, I shouldn't complain. Back to Lonnie. No, I'm being totally serious. My mom is a psycho Christian, and her new husband, Don, is a complete tool. Living in Florida with him is her eternal punishment in my mind. Back to Sam. So you wouldn't rather live with your mom in Florida? And then Lonnie? No. A psycho Christian. Doesn't sound good. That sounds like hell. Yep. That sounds like complete hell. Hello. What are you doing in the vent, stub? Earth, Wind, and Fire, Keller Auditorium. Adults. I believe there was an Earth, Wind, and Fire poster in my parents' room, so I'm guessing this is for one of them, or both of them? I don't know. Section B. Alright, where am I at? Okay. Wow, it's just full of crumpled papers. This skull was the coolest thing I found in Mexico, and it was like $3. I love it. Merry Christmas. Miss you. Lonnie. Treasure it always. Oh, that's the skull that I thought looked so cool out in the what's it called? The foyer. Yeah. It was only $3? Seriously? What does that little note say? $3 American. Wow, that is one hell of a deal. That thing's beautiful. I just tried to jump again. Jump! Jump! But you can't. It's hard to get over that. I'm so used to being able to jump in games. Light. Light. There we go. Ah. It's so comforting to turn on the lights. Let's turn on these lights too. Where's the switch for this? Where's the switch? There we go. Alright, let's explore this room. It's like the kitchen, right? Dining room, yeah. Kitchen, dining room, what's the difference? You make food one place, you eat it the other, whatever. My dining room is my computer chair and my monitor. That's my dining room. That's where I eat. Mom's purse. Nice purse, I guess? I don't know. Don't exactly know how to judge purses. Examine pamphlet. Manual for Forestry Research and Education. Tacoma County Forest Service. Take care of our forests. Oh, this thing looks really old. 1990. That's not even that old. But it looks really old. Hold on, what is this? Note. Yeah. Hi, Jan. I got 2 tickets for Earth, Wind, and Fire on Thursday, but my girlfriend says she doesn't want to go. Her taste in music rears its ugly head again. So that leaves me with an extra ticket that I thought you might be interested in. More fun than clearing brush in the freezing rain, right? Rick. Huh. Cool. Well, I guess that explains the ticket. So let's say linens. That's upside down. Ow. Fuck, I just turned my neck and it, like, clicked and hurt. Ow. Stupid neck. Kitchen. I don't know how the hell people read upside down. I can't at all. Like, if I spend a lot of time, like, kit, you know, it'd be like that if I tried to read upside down. Oh, that's just that zine or Zion again. Open folder. Really neat designs on these... Whoops. Really neat designs on these things. I think I just hit the cup. I did! No! There you go. Okay. Slip. Yep, can't read that. Pass, Samantha Greenbriar, to principal's office. That was 4/22/95. Period 2, grade 11 referral by distributing inappropriate material on school grounds. Oh. That's weird. The text doesn't actually...
I had an interesting talk with Mom and Dad tonight. One you were never gonna need to have. I mean, you've known, right? I've known. I've known since, like, She-Ra. Mom and Dad didn't, I guess. But they saw the zine and the stuff on the locker, and they were like, is there something we should know about you and Lonnie? And so here's the thing. I was prepared for them to be mad, or disappointed, or start crying, or something. But they were just in denial. You're too young to know what you want. You and Lonnie are just good friends. You just haven't met the right boy. It's a phase. That's what I didn't see coming. That they wouldn't even respect me enough to believe me. Well, joke's on them, because they're in for one very long phase.
God, yeah. How would that be? I mean, I have no idea, but... Denial. How would that feel compared to... I don't know, hate. anger, but just outright denial? But to be told that it's a phase in which you think your relationship with her is not actually what your relationship with her is, to say that? For them to think that basically her love of Lonnie is just a phase, that would make me so fucking angry. Wow. Just a phase. Just a phase. I could see why she wanted to leave. Alright, so I was gonna say, this text here doesn't actually show me the whole thing. Like, it doesn't have this part. Phone call to students' parents. What does it say? Out of school suspension or something? Alright, what is this? Sam, since you refused to hear us out this afternoon, your mother and I are putting this in writing so that we are absolutely clear. You are grounded for the rest of the month from social and telephone privileges and from using your car for anything except going to and from school. We understand what you are going through, but yeah, sure. But we can't allow you to continue with this kind of behavior at school. And clearly, only your privileges, once your privileges are reinstated, we can't allow you to have your bedroom door closed while Lonnie is at the house. This is the last word on the matter. Get back on course so this won't have to happen again. Wow. We can't allow you to have your bedroom door closed while Lonnie is at the house. What the fuck? Living in a goddamn prison. Her parents don't even think she is what she actually is. They don't even respect who she is as a person. They don't believe she actually loves Lonnie, but I guess they're worried about it enough that they have to have her leave her door open. Like, what the fuck? That is sick. That is such an invasion of privacy and respect. Oh, wow, that must be the greenhouse. I really don't like where this is going. Another one of the postcards I sent. I mean, wherever this is going, it just doesn't seem like it's going to end in a happy place. It really doesn't. Oh, timer's going off. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. Lots of papers stacked up over here. What is that? Oh, it's another button. The Gits. It's a letter. First off, congratulations! Janice Greenbriar, Regional Director. And I say congratulations because, come on, you're going to take the job, right? What are you waiting for? An engraved invitation? Call them back. But in the meantime, let's discuss this little outing you had with our favorite flannel-clad hunk. What a blast. But you sound like you're reading a lot into an innocent night out. You sure there's something there? You said he was an out-of-town, you said he has an out-of-town girlfriend. You sure they're not serious? Okay, so we have to figure out when we'll see each other next in person. Enough with the letters. I owe you a congratulatory margarita, boss lady. Soon. Love, Carol. Uncrumpled manuscript. Wait, uncrumpled? Don't you mean crumpled? That looks very crumpled to me. The Accidental Warrior, Terrence L. Greenbriar. Don't give up on this, honey. I guess he was having trouble writing, or creating anything he was happy with. Alright, so, yep. This is next. This is the kitchen. Where there is a CD player, or a cassette player, there are cassettes. Bingo! Another unknown dimension literature discovery. The Accidental Savior. Terrence L. Greenbriar. Hold on. Sorry, I do have to take that out. I really can't read while that's playing. Oops. November 21st, 1963. John Russell knows that the present's life hangs in the balance, but who would believe him? Wait, unknown dimension. Isn't that the postcard? The business card that he had? I guess they published something of his. Shipping label. Unknown dimension literature. Yeah. Unknown dimension literature. Michigan Avenue, Newark, New Jersey. Press water dispenser. Oh, you're kidding me. I can... Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? No, that's not how that works, Kaitlin. Nope. Nope. Oh, so close. Hold on, I need to press up against it so it doesn't fall out. Never mind, I have no collision. I do have collision, but I don't seem to move stuff. Oh. Okay, last try. Yes! My life is complete. My life is complete now. More pizza. Delivery in 40 minutes guaranteed. Fresh, hot, delicious. It's a picture of a heart with teeth eating a piece of his heart, which also looks like a piece of pizza. I'm not sure what to make of that. Some mixed imagery there. Hearts, pizzas, evil. Sam's schedule. Working at Crown Burger on blah blah blah. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Alright, so she had a part-time job. And Jonathan, Mr. and Mrs. something Blair request the honor of your presence at the marriage of their daughter. Helen Margaret. Okay, yeah. Helen Margaret to Mr. Richard Morris Pattermack. Sunday, the 4th of June, 1995, at 4:30 in the afternoon. Sunset Lutheran Church, Seaside, Oregon. Wait, Richard Morris Pattermack. Is that the guy she went out with to the concert? Wasn't his name Richard? Or Rich or something? Well, I guess they were serious. Anything under the cutting board? No. Oh. Go back, fork. It's okay. Spoon. There you go. There you go. Well, the time's flashing, so it looks like the power probably went out. Whoa! What the hell? What was that? I crouched and I walked and I I think it pushed me under the door of the dishwasher. I was like in the floor. What the fuck was that? Can I do it again? Do I want to do it again? No, I don't want to do that again. That was scary. I could fall through the floor doing that. Alright, open properly. There you go. Anything in there? No. I love the fact that you can interact with the dishwashing racks, though. I love it. I just love interacting with stuff in an environment. Drawers look like they've been ransacked. This one's been taken out. This place looks like it's under construction. Here, look at this. The hell is going on here? The sink. I guess the sink was probably right... Yeah, I guess the sink was right here. Probably. Three-ring binder, three-ring binder. Men are what their mothers made them. I am sure that if the mothers of various nations could meet, there would be no more wars. My life, my mom has been the person that I've always it's gonna take a long time to read. Looked up to. Where there is a mother in the home, matters go well. Motherhood is... Okay, well, I'm getting the picture. Where'd this go? Where did this go? Where's the put back? There we go. Congratulations on your new position, dear Regional Conservation Director Greenbriar. Having received your formal acceptance letter, I write to congratulate you on your new position as Regional Conservation Director of the State Forestry Service. We wish you luck in your final weeks at Flintlock National Forest and very much look forward to welcoming you to your new desk in the State Forestry Office at 8 a.m. on May 1st. Braising, a handbook. Oh, for cooking. Or baking. The fun of cooking, grilled cuisine, French desserts. Yet another telephone directory. God, how many of those do they have? Then again, I've got like 10. Because for some reason, some weird company apparently will drop off phone books even if you don't pay for them and just waste their money, giving me a thing I don't care about because I have a thing called Google. Why would I need a phone book? June 1995, Katie comes home this month. Will call with exact date. June 3 to 7, anniversary trip. Wait a minute. June 3 to 7. June 3 to 7, anniversary trip. Isn't it June 6th? Or, no, it's June 7th. Yeah, it's June 7th, 1995, 1:15 a.m. I'm assuming that's the parents, the anniversary trip, so they should be back later today then. Huh. Not sure what the other things are. Something elementary, public... I don't think any of it matters. Mushrooms. Gotta love them. They're freaking weird. Mushrooms are honestly very weird. Anytime I ever put mushrooms into a dish I make, I always think, do I really want to eat this? I think, like, why am I using mushrooms? Like, what the fuck are these things? I know they're a fungus, and that's only the beginning of how weird they are. But seriously, they're weird. They're rubbery, and they have, like, these weird dark fins underneath. And when you cook them, they get to, like, 1/4 the size, and even though they feel dry when you're cutting them, when you start to cook them, they, liquid comes out of them. So somehow they have lots of liquid in them, but they seem dry. to begin with before you start cooking. Like, what the hell? They're just weird. Freaking weird. Ooh. Damn, that is bright. Veggies. Alright, well, let's not grab everything in the fridge and freezer as much as I want to. Okay, I'll look at this one. Sayer's Finest Cookie Caramel. Ooh, that looks good. Looks pretty straightforward. Ingredients. How many calories does it have? A shit ton, as any ice cream, as any good ice cream will have. Salad dressing, cheese, jam, milk. I just tried to jump again. What's on the top? Jump, jump, jump. You can't. Anyway. Alright, looked at that, looked at that, looked at that, looked at that, looked at that. Peanut butter. Creamy peanut butter. Wait a minute, what's in here? Did I go in here? No, I did not. And this is the pantry, right? Well, it doesn't say it, but yeah, it's the pantry. It'll probably say it now. Doesn't say it, but yeah, that is the pantry. Trust me, I know. I remember the map. Box. Hippos. It's a hippo. Oh my god. Ooh, and someone completed the maze on the back. Tuna dinner. Honestly, I kind of want to read every one of these, but I won't. I know people probably find that boring. Vanilla cake mix. Now with pudding. One cup sugar. Really, sugar? Sugar and eggs for the filling, huh? That's kind of surprising, actually. Most frostings I've seen don't use eggs. They just use powdered sugar and butter as the base, and then, you know, a bit of milk or a bit of water, a bit of cream, whatever. And any kind of flavorings you want to add. Anyway, yeah. Okay, I won't pick everything up. I want to. I really want to. But I won't. Bran fiber. Don't think there's really anything of interest in here other than food. Okay. Let's go this way. Oh, this is the garage. Book. The Accidental Pariah, Terrence L. Greenbriar. Another unknown dimension literature discovery. A message from our future. Save the president once, but within 24 hours there will be another attempt. And the lines of communication are down. March 28th, 1995, unknown dimension. Dear Mr. Greenbriar, first let me say that I hope this missive finds you well. Hell, it feels like a goddamn miracle that it finds you at all. Do you know how long we've been trying to track you down? Worry not. We aren't the feds, the men in black, or any other sort of creeping fascist hobgoblins. In fact, we're on your side. Let me start from the beginning. Unknown Dimension is what you might call a specialist publishing house. We traffic in the weird, the ahead of its time, the lost but not forgotten by a small but dedicated group of plugged-in bibliophiles type of out-there, mass-market shunning visionary expression that refuses to be taken on anything but its own terms. We've had an unparalleled run since our inception 4 years ago, unearthing and reviving Christ, or zombie-like, timeless works such as Best Message of the Snake Men, It's Inside Me by Jens Keller, and Emil Krieger's oft-banned Venusian Flesh Traders. But ever since we discovered tattered copies of your Accidental series at a church rummage sale in Long Branch, New Jersey, we've been trying to track down the author of this weird and dark American outsider art. It's just the kind of forgotten portal into 20th century civilization's next anxieties and delusions that our readers lose their minds over. James Bond and Harrison Ford might be the dick-swinging heroes that modern suburban Americans want, but John Russell, mild-mannered insurance agent by day, reckless history-revising sociopath by night, is the twisted peacekeeper that it deserves. It is our mission to bring him back to life. Okay, so I've typed plenty. What do we want from you? We want your permission to reprint the work, since your original publisher Mercury Books folded a decade ago. We want you to supply a new foreword for the books, to appear in brand new editions of The Accidental Savior and The Accidental Pariah, to be produced by Unknown Dimension as a limited run and marketed directly to our highly discerning customer base. And we want to offer you a portion of the proceeds, contract to follow, assuming you're interested in coming along with us on this weird odyssey. We look forward to embarking with you, and to thrusting your work screaming back into the sweating palms of an unsuspecting American public. It's about time. Blast off. What does it say? Medish? Kaczynski? Well, it sounds like he was getting some success. Nice. Paint can. What color is this? Finch interior. Premium eggshell latex, high hiding acrylic formula. What a cute little bird. And I guess I know what color it is. Pink. Whoops. And this one's yellow. And this one, oh god, it fell over. This one has been unopened. Whee! Close enough. Indoor, outdoor? Wait a minute, I never did get to go into the greenhouse, did I? There's nothing back here, is there? No. Hat. Wait a minute. What a...
I asked Lonnie what she had to do to get ready to ship out for basic training. She said, not a lot, really. You're not allowed to bring anything with you. You have no possessions. No contact with the outside world while you're in basic. You just train hard every day, and then you deploy from there. So, they'll just send her away. To who knows where. The other side of the country. The other side of the world. My mind, can't process it. She's really going to be gone. Just gone.
I still don't want it to happen. But, I mean, what the hell else can happen? She's gonna go off, right? I mean, she's already gone off, hasn't she? She left yesterday. On the 6th. Today's the 7th. But that's her hat, isn't it? ROTC. Sam, your mother and I will be away for a long weekend, celebrating our anniversary June 3rd to the 7th. We'll be camping in the gorge, but we will give you a call on the way home. Sorry the kitchen is still mid-renovation, and never trust a contractor. $40 is on the table to order pizza while we're gone. Be good. Dad. We will call you when we're on the way home. Was there a message from them on the answering machine? I don't remember. Miscellaneous. I don't even know what that says. What does that say? Halloween? Halloween, yeah, Halloween. That is a hard word to read when your head is sideways. Milk soda can. It's random stuff. Yeah, just garbage. Oh, wait a minute. Name tag. Crumpled note. Oops. Sam, ask me about clown combos. Crown burger. So she threw away... that was her part-time job, right? Sam's part-time job. She threw away her name tag. And I presume that's her uniform, maybe? I don't know. Crumpled note. My parents are... Hold on. Lonnie, My parents are leaving town, so we'll have the run of the whole house till you leave. Imagine actually spending the night in my room instead of sneaking to our usual spot in the attic. Oh yeah, the attic! I forgot about it! Not that the attic doesn't have its musty allure, but my bedroom is warmer. Is this from... Oh yeah, so this is from Lonnie now. Sam, we should defile your parents' bed while they're gone. That'll show them. And then from Sam, Lonnie, you are gross. Never change. Sam. Defile our parents' bedroom. Oh. Anything else in there? Nope. Yeah, I forgot about the attic. It was locked last time I tried. Alright, I believe... the greenhouse is the only place left, right, that I haven't been to? How do I get there? Garage. Kitchen. Wait, which way am I going? No, wrong way. How do you... Isn't there a greenhouse? I thought there was a greenhouse on the map. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. I mean, that's not a green... You know, I might be thinking of something else. I mean, I might be remembering wrong. I'm not sure. Have I gone down here? No, I have not. I have not gone down here. Oh, another secret compartment. I sent this one from Barcelona. I've had a wonderful time on the... It's actually easier if I read it like this rather than like this. I've had a wonderful time on the beaches of Barcelona, Dad and Sam. I think you would like the gaudy architecture. It is from a strange alien world. I am headed to my final destination, Amsterdam. For how long? That depends. I'm running low on money. I will look for a cheap standby ticket and call you when I'm headed home. Sorry for the short notice. Can't wait to see you all again. It'll be good to be home. Love, Katie. Crumpled note. Booted out, a going-away show for Lonnie D. All ages. Last show ever. Oh, right, she's a singer in that band, so that's their final show. Saturday, June 3rd, The Tonic.
Lonnie had her going-away show with her band tonight. She's so incredible on stage. And she was singing, I could practically forget everything. That we only had 48 hours left. That I don't know what comes next. That I can't live without her. Then she dedicated the last song to me. And I couldn't take it. I was out on the curb in the alley, sobbing till my ribs hurt. I would follow her anywhere, Katie. But I can't. Where she's going. After a long time, she found me. She said she was sorry. She said, I wish things could be different. I just wanted to make you happy. I said, I don't think you can anymore.
Oh, God, just the thought of her going away made me start crying right then and there. Oh my God, this game is powerful. Just thinking of her leaving made me cry. That was before Sam even started crying, and then I started crying more. Because Sam was crying because she's leaving. Ugh. God, this game is good. Okay. I'll try to continue without breaking down again. I'm so invested in what's happening. I don't know how to say it other than I so don't want Lonnie to leave, but she has to, right? I mean, it can't happen any other way. Like she said, she would follow her anywhere if she could, right? I would follow her anywhere, Katie, but I can't where she's going. That's the saddest damn thing. Someone she loves so much, and she's going away, and she can't follow her. She can't do anything about it. Like, it's inevitable. Let me turn this off again. Home Cook Magazine Risotto. Family meals, pizza on a weeknight? Yes. 165, okay. I get the picture. Flush the toilet. A bunch of clothes and detergent and whatnot. It is the washroom after all. Cleansing powder. What are you doing down there? I don't know. You can go back. No. Don't fall over. There you go. Read note. Read... Oh, that's a note. I barely even saw that. Sam, I wish I knew how to explain it better. The army is this thing I grew up with. Hold on. The army is this thing I grew up with. It's part of me. My dad's army friends are like family. I've always known it's where I'd end up. I'd never thought of it any other way. I wish things could be different. Maybe someday, when I'm settled at a base, and you're done with college, and you're a famous writer and I can rebuild a tank engine with my eyes closed, things will be different, and we can be together. Until then... Now I'm crying again. Fuck. The slits. Oh, here we go. The greenhouse. Is there a light in here? There's one over there. It is a greenhouse, so I guess it's supposed to get natural light when it's daytime. The Accidental Pariah, author on... Yep. Oh, it's got a bunch of notes in it. Pamphlet. Strong Pines, a couples counseling retreat. And the beauty of the Columbia Gorge. Wait a minute. Didn't they say they're going on... Didn't they say they were camping? Yeah, like, isn't this where... Yeah, booked June 3rd to the 7th. Booked. Personalized consultation with our expert counselors. Fun group exercises to build trust, understanding, and compassion. Get away from the everyday and learn new skills for a healthy and happy partnership. Wow, so they were having serious problems. They weren't just going on a happy camping trip. They were going to get couples counseling. Things were not too well with them. Manuscript. The Accidental Human. Terrence L. Greenbriar. Well, he's certainly done a lot of writing. That's good. Jazz. That's it? Just a mug that says jazz? Okay. Like, why would you buy that? From the pen of Terrence L. Greenbriar. Oh, that's pretty cool. Little thing he can put on his papers. Dear Kaz, I can't tell you what a joy it is to see John Russell back in print. Thank you very much for sending along copies of the new editions. The cover art is really something. I know you've said that Unknown Dimension isn't in the business of printing new material, but this revived interest in my work has brought on a wave of inspiration, resulting in a manuscript that completes John Russell's journey, which I think you may find intriguing. It is reflective and introspective, without forgetting the excitement and weirdness that Unknown Dimension readers expect. I hope this might be an exciting new direction for Unknown Dimensions to pursue. At the very least, I am grateful that John Russell's adventures didn't come to an end quite when I thought they had. My thanks and regards, Terrence L. Greenbriar. Cover copy. It's been almost 20 years since John Russell heard the call. Twice, he saved a president's life. He's practically forgotten the days of the future, of danger and excitement, the days where he mattered. So when that familiar rip in time opens in front of him, and his handlers pour out, he doesn't hesitate. Is the president in danger? No. The life you save this time will be your own. It's the cover page for his new book. Where we'll do it. What are they gonna do? Secret door. Under stairs. Midnight, June 5th. Final preparations are complete. Does this have anything to do with all the stolen VCRs and whatnot? Does that have anything to do with the final preparations? Secret door under the stairs next to the foyer. Okay.
We agreed our last night together would be our happiest ever, and we'd forget tomorrow was going to come at all. It worked for a while. We had a good time seeing Oscar off, then ran up to the attic to look through our photos, to find one for Lonnie to take with her. And looking at them, I realized they were all in the past, and there wouldn't be any more. And I didn't know what I was going to do. And I cried, and she held me. She said she knew it was hard, but life would move on. I said I didn't want my life to keep moving without her. That's when she cried too. I was so exhausted. I must have fallen asleep like that, in her arms. In the morning, I woke up, and I was finally alone.
Like 1 second after she started talking, I started crying. Fuck. I guess I'll just cry all the way to the stairs. Ow, my eyes burn. She woke up and she was finally alone. Just to think of what that must feel like. You wake up, it's silent, and you're alone, and she's gone. For at least a very long time, if not forever. Okay, where is it? Here it is. No, and there's the skull she sent from Mexico. Like, I can't even read anything, even if I had it in front of me. What the hell is this? Oh. Possession. And okay, hold on. My eyes burn so much I can barely even see anything. hold on just a second. Let me wipe my eyes. God, and the game isn't even over yet. I don't see this having a happy ending. Okay. Possession and exorcism. Christine... Is that a Q? Quinn? Interacting with the supernatural and releasing unwanted spirits. Noted psychologist Christine Quinn guides the reader through the detection of spirit possession in oneself and others, the release of displaced or trapped spirits, and the procedures involved in successful exorcisms. The healing of lost souls is a particular focus, allowing loved ones and local entities to move to the next plane is sometimes the core of a spiritual cleansing. A fascinating exploration of processes connecting us to the other side, with real practical value. Dr. J. Hallcroft, Eurydice? What the hell does that say? I don't know. I'm guessing that's the attic key, isn't it? Yep. I knew it.
The sunset light in this house is the saddest thing I've ever seen. I just want to sleep. When I'm in the attic, it almost feels like Lonnie could still be here. She's just downstairs. I'm just waiting to hear her pull down the hatch and come running up. Maybe I'll go up to the attic and wait.
God damn it, every time she talks, I instantly just break down. It's okay. While crying, I'll just read this box of cereal. Happy Snaps. Feel for winners. I can't read that. And what is that? Name tag. Oscar. Basin's Pharmacy. Alright, so it looks like she's trying to help the... I guess she's trying to help the spirit of, Mason move on. She thought, like, he was still here. Yeah, that's him. Oh, what? Alright. To the attic. Whoa. The chalk is possessed. Okay, it's fine. To the attic. To the attic. Well, obviously she couldn't quite cope with her being, obviously she wasn't just content with her just leaving. I mean, she ran after her. She left. She must have gone for Lonnie. She had to have. Yeah, you know what? While I'm down here, let me listen to these messages again. See if it's painted in any new light.
Sam. Sam. Hello. Sam.
Alright, so this second one, again, I'm guessing this is Lonnie.
Sam, where are you? Really? I need to talk to you. Please be there.
Hi, Mom. So I got my ticket home from Europe. I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport so you don't have to pick me up. Like, really seriously, you don't have to.
Okay, that's me. So at first she's trying to get in contact with Sam, and the second one she's crying. I'm thinking she couldn't take it either. Going away. Like, I don't think it was just Sam that was having a hard time coping. I think it finally hit Lonnie. Into the attic. Which is here. Oh, that's the dark... Oh, that's where all the pictures are gonna be. Oh, whoa. Oh. Oh, it just moved me out of the way. Wait, what does that sound? Is that the wind or is that a car pulling up? No, that's the wind. Yeah, I mean, the sun isn't even up, so my parents wouldn't even be home yet. No way. Drawing. Sam, I'll always remember what we had. Stay strong, kick-ass, I love you, Lonnie. I'll always remember what we had. Emphasis on had. Had. Those words, had. That word, had. Oh, fuck.
Oh my god. Katie. I fell asleep in the attic, in Lonnie and my old spot, and I missed the first 2 calls. I just barely caught the 3rd one before the machine got it. And it was Lonnie. On a payphone. She'd been on the bus to Basic, and she said she couldn't think of anything but me and us, and that she couldn't go through with it, with the army and being apart and all of it. And so she got off the bus in Salem. She said, Sam, I want you to pack up everything you can and get in your car and come find me. And let's just drive until we find somewhere for us. And she asked me if I could do that. And I said yes. Yes.
I thought there's no way she wasn't going to go through with it, but the fact that it sounds like she didn't go through with going to the army. That is such a relief. Ah. And here's the pictures, right? Yeah. The photo stuff, yeah, photo developing stuff. Photo paper. Oh, it's dark. The master photographic paper. Oh, photographic paper. More photo paper? Yep. Oops. Oh, it's a picture of a uniform. Oh my god, I think this game might have me more of an emotional wreck than To the Moon. Letters to Katie. Wait, is this her journal entries that I've been hearing the whole game? Do not
Katie,
read if you're not Katie.
I'm so sorry that I can't be there to see you in person. That I can't tell you all this myself. But I hope as you read this journal and you think back, that you'll understand why I had to do what I did. And that you won't be sad, and you won't hate me, and you'll just know that I am where I need to be. I love you so much, Katie. I'll see you again, someday. Love, Sam.
Holy shit, that was a good game. Let's see, can I give a wrap-up to a game while I'm crying my eyes out? I don't know, let's find out. I guess the answer is no. That was such a good game, and let me see if I can try to do it any sort of justice with words to describe why I liked it so much. I'm sure I won't be able to, but I'll try. That was basically everything I like about adventure games distilled into one game. It is the exploration, it is the human interest, and the human element of the adventure game. And that is the focus of the entire game. It's just that. It's a laser focus on that. You know, they didn't like introduce any crazy puzzles or anything ridiculous like that. It's just purely based on discovering the environment, understanding these people, and just the human element of it. And that is perfect. I love that so much. It's just everything about the game so detailed and beautiful and so, I guess the best word to describe it, so human. So understandable, so... Thanks for playing. Thanks for making the game. Oh my god, thank you for making this, everyone involved. It's so relatable and understandable and human. This is like... I've never quite played a game like this. It's like everything I've wanted in a game to see. I've been waiting for this, but I didn't quite realize until I've just played it. Oh, there's... God. It actually ended on a happy note, though. I thought there was no way it could end well. It could end well for Sam and Lonnie, but it did. I mean, well, she's not going into the army anymore. And I guess Sam's ditching her previous plans of at least where she was going to go to college and school and all of that. So what the hell they're going to do in the future? How it's going to work out, I don't know, but the fact that they're together makes me so unbelievably happy. So yeah, what the hell was I saying before? I don't even remember. Yeah, it's just, I've been like waiting for this type of game, and I didn't even realize until I've played it. Now I'm so glad it exists. Oh god, what else can I say? Oh, there's more. I'm gonna remember a lot more as soon as I stop recording. But yeah, just the personal understanding. Just it's so human. No exaggeration. No crazy crap. None of that. It's just human, and that's all you need. That's all you need to make a gut-wrenching, engaging, fascinating game. It's just the human story. A human story. Multiple human stories. Just a story of people going through life. Just everything about the game is so human and relatable. Like, you know, her childhood being alone, finally finding someone, having a good relationship with her. But other people don't understand. They don't respect that. They don't get it. They're bigots, or they're just ignorant, or whatever. And then having separation looming over their head, losing the one person she loves, and being completely alone, and just everything else about, just all the little things about being young, you know, the glowing stars on the ceiling, I remember that. The magic eye things, I used to love those. You know, stickers, yeah, I had stickers all over the place. Like, it's just so, I get it. I feel it. Okay, I guess before I start rambling like crazy, I should probably end it there. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of other things I don't remember, but... oh my god, that was an amazing game. And I'm so damn glad people made it. Like, if anyone out there who made the game is watching, thank you, all of you. That is such a... I don't know how to describe it properly. That is... I don't know if it'd be... I don't think it'd be an exaggeration to say this is a monumental game, at least to me. You know, I have no idea as far as, like, wider reaching any effects of this. How, you know, other people will perceive it. Or whether it'll have any, you know, sort of mainstream appeal, I guess you could say. I have no idea. But just to me, this is a monumental game. Like, this... I love games as an art form, right? Not just for fun. Like, I like playing games for fun. I like playing games for all sorts of reasons. Engaging story, I have an emotional journey. Sometimes I just want action and to have fun. You know, for a lot of different reasons. Which is why I like games as an art form. Because I can do so many different things, and... oh god, I'm rambling. What was I gonna say? Okay, yeah, so this is a monumental game to me, because when it comes to making a game that is about humans, it's about, you know, it's not about action, it's not about fun, that's fine, but just when it comes to making a game with an emotional connection that I can connect with, and that I understand, and that's human, a drama. Human drama. When it comes to making a game about that, this is a landmark, monumental game for me in that category. This is the best, the most engaging, the most amazing sort of, I guess, story, human-based, you know, just a game based around, I guess, drama, you could say. It's not around anything else, but just about drama. You know, when it comes to games that are purely focused around drama, around conflicts, around humans, around characters, that, you know, when there's no, like, gameplay elements, right? When you take away any action, any kind of RPG, anything like that, when you're making a game just about humans and characters, when it comes to that sort of a game, this is a monumental game in that category for me. This is amazing. I want to see more like this. Like, this is what I've been waiting for in that category of games. That rather vague category of games, but this is what I've been waiting for. And it's here, it exists. Like, I'm gonna look back on this as such an important game. I'll be able to point right to Gone Home. You know, someone asked me, like, what's the most important games you played or something like that? The most engaging, the ones you've loved the most. I'll be able to look back at this game and point to it and say, this was a fucking powerful game. This is a powerful work of art. So again, thank you game developers for making this. I hope everyone enjoyed my playthrough of Gone Home. Now I'm going to go weep in the corner. I'm not even sure for what. Like, it turned happy, right? I mean, it's not really a sad ending. They're together. But I still want to cry, and I'm not even sure for what. Just for how emotional everything was? For everything she had to go through? I don't know. For happiness? That they're together? All of the above? I'm not sure. Oh great, I'm starting crying again. Okay, I'm gonna go before the end of this video becomes 2 hours of me weeping. That would make for a good video, wouldn't it? Okay. Hope you enjoyed. Bye.